Hey, what's going on guys? Luis here and welcome to episode number 3 of 5 tech you never knew existed. As always, if you are not familiar, this is a show where we talk about 5 gadgets that you probably haven't heard of. And before we get into today's episode, I wanted to quickly talk to you guys about the possibility of having guests on the show. This is something that I've thought about for the past couple of weeks, and I think it would be a pretty cool idea to just bring in some people and they can share their thoughts on everything that we talk about in here. So if that sounds good to you, let me know in the comments down below. There will also be a link in the description down below to the previous episode in case you guys haven't checked it out. We talked about some really cool tech in there, so go watch it if you haven't. But without any further ado, let's not waste any more time. Let's get straight into it. And so the first piece of tech we're checking out today is the Displio, and this is a tiny e-ink display that essentially runs programmable widgets, and it's meant to be sitting on something like a desk or like a kitchen counter. And it can show you the most important information like your emails or the weather. Now, because it uses a 2.7-inch e-ink display instead of something like an IPS or Super AMOLED display, it's not going to look as sharp, but the battery is probably going to last a really long time. And you can think of this sort of as a Pebble smartwatch sitting in one place at all times, telling you exactly everything that you need to know. Right now it's in the final prototype stage and it's expected to cost around $99. So again, right around the price of the Pebble smartwatch. Next, which is an awesome segue, are the Nextear Headphones, and these claim to be the smartest wireless earbuds in the world. They're basically 2 separate earpieces that you just put on each ear, and I mean, we've seen wireless headphones before, but they usually have some kind of wire attached. Both earpieces have an integrated battery that lasts for about 4 hours, and they also come with a case that can charge the headphones themselves. It can charge your phone. It also has a built-in flashlight, and even 16 gigabytes of onboard storage so that you can store all kinds of media in there, which is pretty awesome. Next, we are checking out the Umi Smart Home management system, and the Oomi is a far more efficient way to handle all of your smart home tasks. So usually when you buy a smart home product, you have to get all these different sensors for it to work. But the Oomi has a little cube that has every sensor that you need. So it has an IR blaster, a motion detector, a temperature sensor, and even a noise sensor, and a lot more. It also has a camera on the front, so adding things like TVs, lights, and other appliances is actually pretty easy. And the Oomi is expected to retail for $289.99 for the basic kit. And considering everything that it does, that is an awesome deal. Next is the Flexcam PIC, and this is really cool. Check it out. It's basically a lightweight and flexible camera that attaches to anything that you can think of. You can strap it around your leg and go for a run, or put it on top of your dog, or even go for a swim with it because this thing is fully waterproof. It's a 5 megapixel sensor, shoots video at 720p in 30 FPS, and you would think that the quality would be bad, but as you can tell from the footage, it's actually pretty decent. Now the only downside to it is that the battery is not going to last for a very long time. It's only a 300 milliamp hour battery, so you would have to charge it all the time. But for only $89.99, you're looking at a much simpler and cheaper alternative than something like the GoPro. And finally, we're checking out the Prynt Case, and this one was actually suggested by one of you guys. So if you have any suggestions for the next episode, make sure to leave them down below, or you can tweet them at me, and you might get featured in the next episode. So the Prynt Case is the first ever instant camera case for your smartphone. So here's how it works. You plug the case into your phone, you take a picture, and then the case basically prints a picture for you right in front of your eyes. Now the great thing about this is that you actually don't need Bluetooth or Wi-Fi for it to work, and you also don't have to worry about refilling the ink on the paper because the paper that already comes with the case has the ink embedded in the paper, so that's pretty awesome. The whole project raised about $1.5 million, and it's all around a great idea if you enjoy sharing your photos with your friends. That's gonna do it for this one. As always, thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this and you don't want to miss the next episode, make sure to subscribe down below, and as always, I will catch you guys on the next one.